Uh, to begin with, I was asked to speak something about smart city. So I would be speaking about a little experience that I have specifically with smart city, working with government, both India and abroad, on various smart city projects. But taking a clue from a gentleman who said something about not visualizing smart city as a city, but certain small solutions that are being taken up by cities. Sir, you were true to that extent. Yes, these are small innovations or initiatives that are being taken by various cities. But at the end of the day, it should not be looked into isolation. It should be viewed as a catalyst, which would actually put the juggernaut rolling in terms of the eventual smart city conceptualization across all the cities that are there in the country. So this 100 smart city mission or these small smart city initiatives should not be taken into isolation. So that's one part which I specifically wanted to talk about. Now, when we talk about the kind of opportunity size or the opportunity that is available to the industry in terms of the smart city initiative that has been taken by government, either through this 100 smart city mission, or it has been undertaken by various other initiatives within MOUD or within by the state government. So specifically, yes, we all are aware that there are huge opportunities not only for ICT service providers or ICT infrastructure service providers, but it is also for various other players which are there. Now, when we talk about the opportunity, how this opportunity can be leveraged by various players, what I'm going to talk about is the 4 or 5 key parameters which need to be addressed. One, any industry or any company which will focus into innovation, they are surely to reap the benefit of this smart city initiative. For example, if you are not going to innovate your product line or in fact your service line or the kind of services that you're offering traditionally, you would not be able to leverage this opportunity. For instance, a telecom service infrastructure company that forays into smart city, and instead of offering its services as a telecom infrastructure company, they start offering smart street lighting. Why? Because they are able to leverage the smart street poles that are installed across the city to enhance their network and reduce their drop rate. And that is what the innovation is all about. So all those companies, the service companies or the product companies which will innovate, they are surely to reap the benefit of this smart city wave. The second thing that is there, this e-governance as part of the urban services was always there. These were being offered by municipal corporations. This was an inherent part of the JNNURM program. So this e-governance is not something new, or the role of ICT is not something new in a city. What is important is the simplicity and the integration, the adaptability of various solutions to talk to each other, and then offer a very simple and adaptable service to the citizens is something that is what part of it is. And in fact, if you look at the MOUD, the Smart City Challenge, where these cities participated, one important aspect was related to the frugal solution. The frugal solution is something which is from the existing thing. What is the new thing that you can carve out and make the life simpler of a citizen? So that is where the whole point lies, that how you are making your solution adaptable and simpler for the citizen, and how it adds to the value of the citizen's life. So that is something which needs to be addressed. Another thing which I took clue from Rudra's thing, that there are 2 other things that need to be addressed in terms of the solution or the products that are available in the market, how they can adapt to the smart city area. So those 2 specific areas, how open is your product in terms of your open standards? Because it is not possible that the entire bouquet of products or entire line would be provided by one single service provider. So how your product is able to talk to another product and how it eventually gives the end outcome, that is the service to the citizen. That is something which needs to be looked into in terms of when the overall ICT strategy of these cities will be planned out. This will be one of the important aspects under which these RFPs or these tenders would be formulated. How it is an open standard and how it is being accepted by the industry. And the other aspect is the cyber security, because at the end of the day, the velocity with which this data would be generated, it is very important that these critical ICT assets and infrastructure need to have a comprehensive security mechanism to prevent any kind of a disruption in service. Because at the end of the day, once the smart city starts functioning, everything would come to a standstill in case there is any security breach in terms of ICT. So specifically, another critical aspect which I wanted to talk about, since Shankar sir is there, I would like to speak about this particular point which is there. Why is it so that we need to have smart cities? Why is it so that smart cities need to be implemented? It is because our cities are facing rapid urbanization. There is a huge pressure on the existing infrastructure within the city. And why is it that this rapid urbanization is happening? Because the cities are simply center of any economic activity. So it is very important that the economic activity needs to be shifted or to be moved in areas where people can move to those newer areas, so that the burden is reduced on the existing infrastructure. At the same time, the economic resilience of a city. Because at the end of the day, city need not need to be smart city. It also needs to be a resilient city. Because at the end of the day, any adverse climatic condition or any adverse economic condition needs to be countered. So it is very important that the jobs need to be created together with the Smart City initiative. So Smart City initiative is not only about making smart services, it is also about establishing sustainable economic activities within the vicinity of the city, so that you shift the focus from the existing infrastructure of the city to newer areas, so that people get their jobs over there and they live and they get better services. So these are the few things which I wanted to talk about. Specifically, the other thing which is of utmost importance with respect to smart city. Smart city, as of now, is a very nascent idea, specifically in India. But we as a smart city practitioners, we as a smart city solution providers, we as a smart city industry, we need to think and we need to shape the thought processes in such a way that we have that connected thinking to present the overall picture, not only to the policymakers, but also to the service providers, also to the citizen. Because at the end of the day, the services that are eventually offered to the end citizen need to be appreciated, because they need to pay for the service that is being offered to them. Because at the end of the day, the entire smart city services need to be sustainable as well. So that is something which I actually wanted to talk about. Thank you.